Well, today, South Carolina's top prosecutor hosted a third panel discussion on how judges get elected. Our Ariana Meadows tells you more about the proposed judicial reform.
Attorney General Wilson says the reform will help with the way judges are selected in South Carolina. Attorney General Wilson spoke with business and community leaders as well as law enforcement about the judicial reform. Wilson says the best way to select judges is when all three branches of government, legislative, executive, and judicial, are all involved.
Right now, the way that we elect judges is the executive branch has no role in the selection of judges or judicial candidates.
According to Attorney General Wilson, the reform will create more accountability and transparency.
We certainly think the legislature should elect the judges. Obviously, they need to be a part of that process, but we want the executive branch represented.
He says this is because the executive branch enforces all of the laws that are passed by the legislative branch.
We're the ones that have to appear before the judiciary every single day, either as prosecutors or litigators, to enforce the rule of law, and so we should have a say. Obviously, the judiciary should check the powers of the executive branch, but there is no reciprocal check of power against the judiciary by the executive branch, and we want to change that.
Wilson explains how judicial opinions affect everyone in the community.
If you're a victim of a crime, how judges rule from the bench as it relates to crimes against victims, how small businesses are affected when people bring lawsuits that basically raise the cost of living and raise the cost of doing business because you're having to pay fees and things like that. So it can affect you as a small business owner, it can affect you as a parent, it can affect you as a victim of a crime on who sits behind the bench.
He also says even though there are lawmakers that are opposed to the reform, he is working to find common ground.
I'm not going out here to attack people. I'm going out here to raise awareness and let the public know why they should be for this.
Wilson says he plans to continue traveling across the state, talking to more leaders about this reform. In Anderson, Ariana Meadows, 7 News.
And Wilson says that he expects the issue to be taken up by the state legislature in January next year.